Hello, ladies and gentlemen, ponies, non-ponies, and everything in between. My name is Banquo, and a little while ago, I asked for you all to submit your OCs for me to judge. To my surprise, I got more than I was expecting. Seriously, I was guessing I'd get maybe 3 or 4, but you people really want to be bullied, I guess. So now, this will be split up into 2 parts, the critique and the roast. If you don't want to see your poor creations get eviscerated, stop the video after this segment. If you're only here for the roast, skip to the next segment because right here, right now, we are judging your OCs. Now, once the OCs started pouring in, I realized I'd need some help, so I brought in 2 good friends to the metaphorical judges table to assist me. Let's introduce them now. My first judge has been in the Brony fandom since 2012. He is a talented voice actor, writer, vocalist, sound designer, editor, and also an epic gamer. You can find his gaming streams on YouTube as well as his many amazing song covers. A collaborator of epic proportions, lending his talent to numerous projects throughout the Brony community. Please help me welcome the wonderful Pokemon hybrid SnivyG.Absol.
Hello, Phillies and Gentle Kids. SnivyG.Absol here, and today we are going to be joining Banquo in a wondrous adventure.
Yes, indeed. My second judge has been in the Brony fandom since 2012. This pony is an artist, animator, writer, voice actor, vocalist, reviewer. He's dabbled in almost every facet of this great community. You can find the fruits of his sleepless labor on YouTube in the form of song covers, audio dramas, video essays, and more. An incredible director and project organizer who will also save your butt in Left 4 Dead because I'm really bad at the game. The bowtie pony himself, Knick Knack.
Hey everyone, I don't have an intro, but as my friend Banquo pointed out, my name is Knick Knack, and that is all you need to know. Banquo, thank you very much for having me today. And, my dad's here.
We have our guest, Papa Knick Knack, to join us as well, for a little bit of that extra taste. So, thank you all for joining me. I have gathered together about 18 OCs for us to critique. Each submission included an image and a description slash backstory. We don't necessarily have any set criteria for judging, but feel free to focus on character design, originality, color scheme, and that sort of thing. As you both are talented writers, I've enlisted your help to look at all the backstories as well, should they be present. Our critiques will be mostly positive, I hope, perhaps with the constructive criticism or suggestions, so feel free to rate them on a scale of 1 to 10 as well. Without further adu, gentlemen, let's begin. Alright, gentlemen, here is our first OC. We have a Lunarstar Pony.
Well, my first concern right away is that they're a race of, that has a horn and wings. But the description, one of them says very bad at both flying and magic. So I'm here you're kind of a walking contradiction, huh? But
I appreciate the fact that they didn't just go, oh, I'm amazing at both magic and flying. So I guess you get points for not.
Yes, they most certainly do.
Not an alicorn.
Yes.
So there you go. That's some points there.
But you can always practice to get better at flying and magic, so it's no skin off any pony's nose.
Then what is it?
There's no name.
It's a special race.
Well, it's a special race to have wings and horns?
I think that's
horns.
Oh, horn! Okay. Yeah, wings and horn.
Oh.
Like the orange is kind of interesting. It's a nice little separation from the blue, although I think there's a little too much blue going on both the hair and the body. Or at least I would do a different shade of blue maybe to give it a little bit more distinction.
It's fine with me. It's something I would do.
This one's fine. I don't really have that big of a problem with the colors or.
I have an issue.
We have a problem with it, Dad?
Yeah, the wing. I think the wing should be lit up a little bit. Just a little.
Lit up? What do you mean?
Lit up like glowing? That might be interesting. Okay, so as I was saying, I like the proportions of the face, especially the one in the middle. Very well done for a frontal view.
The only thing I would say needs strict improvement here is your grammar. But that's it,
That's fine.
I'll give it a 5 out of 10.
I think she's pretty alright. I'm gonna give her a 6. I think she's slightly above average.
I'm gonna give her a 7 solely because of the front portions of the middle face, because like that's something I'm trying to work on professionally for my own artwork. So yeah.
All right. Thank you, Lunarstar Pony, for your submission. We're gonna move on to the next OC. We have a Vestar.
Oh my.
Vestar, I'd say.
Vestar. Yeah. Let's see. A cult and underage pony. Cutie Mark is a shield of courage, and we have this long backstory. Okay. Interesting backstory. A pretty neat cutie mark. Let's shield of courage. Not like shining armors.
No, that's not. No, shining armors is a little more much than that.
It's like a shield thing though. She got the
It's
shield.
in blue, like a darker blue one, isn't it?
I'm curious about what that black emblem is in the center of it.
It
Like a goat.
Like a goat.
Looks like a
The
goat.
bottom half of it looks like a sword pointing down.
Oh, maybe.
And the top part, I don't know. Goat horns.
I think the main's kind of interesting. So the body's a dark gray, which is kind of a, I guess, plain color, but it kind of works with the purple scarf there.
Yes.
It's like a slate. Nice background. The backstory seems. It's nice. It's simplistic. It's relatable. It's doesn't tie in to. It has enough in the universe without being a transplant inside the canon, so that's good. But I'd say it's a decent OC. I can get behind it.
Well, let me start off with like the color scheme of the mane and tail. I like it. It's pretty decent. It reminds me of a toothpaste when you with those multicolored toothpaste for the tail, you know. The eyes are a nice touch to match with the reddish orange part of the mane as well. What else? The story, like same. I'd say the same for what Banquo said. It's simplistic. It's pretty average, above a little slightly above average, not too much, but it's pretty nice. I like it. It's relatable as well. The body color is it does, like, same with Banquo. It does match with the bandana around the neck, and I like the design of the cutie mark. It's pretty nice, unique. It's got looks like got a little sun inside of it if you see the yellow.
Oh yeah.
Triangles, yeah.
Rays over there.
I think I'm pretty much in line with what you guys are saying. It's pretty simple. You know, there's nothing too crazy. It's easy on the eyes to look at. I like the scarf or the handkerchief. I think that gives a little touch, a little something. I think artistically, I think you could get a little better with the tail. I think the tail just looks a little too thin, you know, a little too. It looks like you could fluff that out a little bit more.
You like the thicker tails, huh, Nick?
Yeah, I like it thick. I like the thick tails.
I see where you're coming at. Yeah.
Really, I feel like that tail probably would just drag on the floor a little bit. I'm not a big fan. I mean, maybe I'm just too ignorant if it is an actual word, but I'm not a big fan of the name. I don't know what that is. But he's inserting this character into the world, and I don't know if the name fits with the rest of the world. I feel like this would kind of just stick out a little too much to me. Because what was the last character's name?
Lunarstar.
Yeah, see, that's okay. You know, Lunarstar. I like the format works. Is Vestar a thing? Vestar? Stop
Your guess
doing
is
that.
as good as mine, Nick.
So I'm just gonna assume that it's not. So that's just me personally. I'm not a big fan of the name. I mean, the name's cool, but I don't know if it fits well with the world. But yeah, the design's pretty simple. Not a whole lot for me to really complain about other than the shape of the tail.
I'll give this one a 6.5.
6.5 for me.
I'm gonna give this one a 5.
5. Okay.
I'm gonna give this one a 5. I think it's average. 5 out of 10 is not my scale is not is not bad. 5 out of 10 is not bad.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, Vestar or Vestar, for your submission. We have a Fire Phoenix. Very short and sweet bio.
I like the short and sweet. I like it.
Here he is. Fire Phoenix is the name, and basically he likes to blow things up. Simple, concise. I can read it in 5 seconds.
Can we take a moment to appreciate that apparently his name is Beef Stew?
I think that's the artist. Shout out to Beef Stew, though. Great
Beef
art.
Stew. I like that, especially the way it's spelled.
Yeah.
Very creative.
PH.
So it
boil
looks
over
like
this one.
Fire Phoenix has a curved horn, which I guess we've seen the curved horn in with Mistmane and other, I guess, Eastern unicorn lore ponies. That's interesting. I don't see a whole lot of unicorns with the curved horn.
Sombra.
Yeah.
Well,
I was just about
spiky
to say
evil horn.
But
Got
it's still
him.
curved.
Got him.
Got him. Is it, well, there's not much to say other than he likes to blow things up. The design is cool. I like the coat being a nice white.
It's a nice white. The red and the yellow Fire Phoenix all kind of
I'm not a
consistent.
I'm not a very orange is my least favorite color, but I can still appreciate
Wow,
it. when
color
you-
shaming.
I can still appreciate it when it's done right for a nice little design, such as so.
Okay.
Excuse me.
I take it back.
His mane and tail is kind of like wild to, I guess, express his wild nature of blowing things up.
Indeed. Indeed.
He must get in trouble a lot though.
And he looks like he don't care.
You just don't care.
Care.
I
in the
wish
world,
his
carefree.
eyes were open.
So
that
we
I
can
could
see what
tell
color-
his
yeah.
eyes were, yeah.
It'd probably be amber.
But I would have liked to see maybe a little bit more to his backstory and personality. We just have
Sure.
it's a horse, and he likes to cause mayhem and be a domestic threat to ponies and their property, I guess.
I really think, saying he likes to blow things up, I think you could have got a little more creative with it. I think, if he likes to blow things up, I think that should show through the cutie mark a little bit.
Rather than his name.
The name doesn't speak blow things up to me. The cutie mark doesn't speak blow things up to me. A little false advertising here going on.
Okay.
Makes him an arson.
What, Dad?
Makes him an arson.
Arson?
Arsonist.
Yeah.
But
With that
since he's a unicorn, does that mean that he just causes mayhem? He just blasts lasers everywhere?
What, do all unicorns cause mayhem to you?
Not on Hey!
We don't know whether or not the source of his blowing things up is malicious or not. That was not given in the backstory, so could be, could not be. It's open to interpretation. I'll give Fire Phoenix a 7 out of 10.
6.8. It would bring up to a 7 if I could see his eyes.
Banquo's right. Banquo said it's good to look at, and I would agree, but I think it's not. I think it's a little kind of not interesting enough to look at. I would like a little more story. I think the name and cutie mark should reflect his passion of blowing things up. I would like to see the eye color. I don't know what the deal is with the curved horn. I would like to know what that means.
What's your origin? What's your backstory?
Yeah, what does that mean? Is he a hybrid of Kirin or something? I don't know. But
Well,
I'm gonna give this one the same grade as I gave the last one. I'm gonna give him a 5.
okay.
Okay.
If I had to give advice, maybe like you with the whole reflecting cutie mark to what you're passionate about, maybe make the cutie mark instead of a phoenix because your name. Maybe make it like blowing things up. Maybe one of those little cartoon bombs with a little fuse on it, little ball ones.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you, Fire Phoenix, for your submission. We are going to go on to the next OC. Who do we have next? We have a Rutilated Quartz. You took the time to draw it, and you gave a description towards what you think, what you really want it to look like. And understand, some people's drawing skills are limited, so we won't be judging the drawing. We'll try to be judging the character design and the backstory here.
I think it looks awesome, guys.
So you transplanted your backstory and your OC directly into the canon of the show. I respect that, although I would try to avoid interfering with the canon as much as possible. But I guess if you're using as a platform instead of like interacting with characters and stuff, that's fine. That's fine. So either my guy makes it out on the quick, or he gets marooned in pony country basically indefinitely, or at least until Glim-Glam cracks open a cold one with the pie.
Okay, this one ain't it for me, Chief.
So, that last sentence kind of...
Yeah, that's what.
You had something going, you had a style of writing going, and you kind of threw it under the bus with that last sentence. Maybe it was to be funny. Is that a mullet on the horse?
No.
Is there a problem with that?
Yeah, it looks great. What's wrong with mullets?
Yeah.
You hear the possibility for insults there in Snivy's.
I'd like to point out the mullet, that is all. Looks like a strong guy. He's very sturdy body.
Yeah.
Considering that it's drawn in pencil, and I have to imagine the colors. So his eyes are chestnut brown, and he's gray, another gray. I mean, I don't blame him. Gray's a really good color to be.
Yes.
To be completely objective, of course.
Yeah, gray's great.
Gray's great.
So his mane is gunmetal, which I'm assuming is another type of gray.
Yes.
And it's translucent with thin gold strips. So I think there's a little too much gray going on. But yeah, I think it's a little much saying that, the bag is his trademark thing. Anybody can get the bag. So I think you could do a little more. I think you get a little more creative with the bag. Not to say it's a bad thing, but I think you could get a little more creative. What's the cutie mark?
I was just about to say I cannot for the life of me figure out what
I know where it is, Dad, but I don't know what it is.
The cutie mark. I can understand your character. Well, what was it? That he doesn't really know who he is? Alright. So I'd imagine he doesn't know what that cutie mark means either. So, but it's there. I don't know what it is. It looks like an arrow going through two squiggly lines. Or,
you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of Ghostbusters when the guy had the cards and the other guy was hooked up to the electric thing. And he's like, "What's on the card?" And the guy's like, "Oh, it's a couple wavy lines."
Oh, yeah.
That looks like one of the cards. That'd be in there.
A Rutilated Quartz. Is that of a illuminator, the connector of all 114 chakras in the human body, and the crystal that will connect your entire being to the divine from your root to your crown.
Yeah.
Or maybe
Oh, that
spiritual, or...
Spiritual. Chakra.
It could be his actual roleplay character. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe there's a Pony Finder character or something.
Yeah.
I'll give this one a 3.
Double for me, 3 as well.
I say 8.
Dad says 8.
I
Got
give
the-
it in.
Unfortunately, it doesn't hold up to
I got you.
unload, so it ain't it for me, Chief.
But when I just use my imagination to try and imagine the colors, I think it's too much gray. I think the bag thing, I think you can get a little more creative. The name, well, the name does work. It's the quartz rutilated. That works fine. But I don't know if rutilated is a very interesting first name.
We'd call him Rudy or Quartz.
Ted.
Ted.
Yeah, hi Ted. Call me Ted.
Ted.
What's Ted short for? Rutilated Quartz.
I like how creative he got with the story. He took the time to pick a spot to put him in. I'm gonna give him a 4. I think he's slightly below average.
Okay. Thank you, Rutilated Quartz, for your submission. We will go to the next OC. What do we have here? The Wizard Sparks.
Oh, I like it. I see a sword.
I've seen that before.
This is a Ponytown created OC.
Ah, I like that.
Is he okay?
I like that.
So Snivy really likes this one.
I like that one.
Snivy's getting it.
I like the bracelets.
Oh my-
It's nice writing. I like that.
I appreciate the sassiness can often be misinterpreted as mean-spirited. That gives it a little bit of grounding to reality. You give your OCs a little bit of don't make him Mary Sue. Give him some flaws, a little bit of character improvement that could be worked on in the future. So, good.
I wish I knew what the cutie mark was.
Yeah.
It's the second one in a row where I don't know what the mark is. From far away, it looks like the crystal heart, but I know that's not.
Well,
what
it does look like a little heart.
And he's got a wooden sword. I would have gone with iron. Or
I would
stone,
be interested. But now that I know that the sword is just a joke, I'm a little disappointed.
Doesn't know how to use it, but is there for intimidation.
You don't know how to use it. You just swing it.
Doesn't, yeah. I mean, like,
Well, now I want to know, where did he get the bracelets from?
that's a mystery, I guess.
Wherever he got the bracelets from, they couldn't give him a sword.
He intimidated the guy with the bracelets. with
No,
the
he
sword.
Oh,
yeah, you see, Papa Nick gets it.
Papa Nick
okay.
is seeing through the code right now. He's got all these OC backstories down pat.
He's one.
But you know what it says there? See what it says? Look.
What, Dan?
He's very kind.
Yeah?
It's very
So
kind.
how can he be intimidating if he's very
He's kind to his friends,
Oh, okay.
but he's probably
Mean with
a
people
big
with bracelets.
a big doo-doo in when it comes down to his enemies,
With bracelets.
with or without bracelets.
Gotcha.
He's taking them all. Yeah, I think there's too much blue.
Yeah.
I think the
Bringing
hair.
me down.
I think the hair kind of blends in with his body.
Yeah.
I think the eyes, the fuchsia color.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of distracting me from everything else.
Yeah.
I wish it was a real sword. Can't tell what the mark is.
What the hell is it?
And he's so the bracelets let him use magic, but he's not a unicorn.
Mhm.
So how does he cast the magic?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm looking
That's why the bracelets are there.
Bracelets are
But
there.
why? How does he cast it?
Yeah, he uses bracelets like Wonder Woman.
Yeah,
Like Wonder
Yeah.
Woman?
yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm not a big fan of the name.
No.
Well, you know what? Maybe it's a good thing that I want to learn more about this character.
And yeah, think of it that way.
Maybe that's a good part right there that I'm interested.
Yeah, it sparks your interest.
I'll give this one a 7. It would be a higher score if you had some original artwork to go with it instead of a Ponytown one, but that's all right.
Got a point there. I'm still boiling. Snivels, you want to give him your rating while I think?
I
Little-
that. I like it. I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. I can see the potential in it. If it were on my stat chart, I'd give it a I'd give it an A.
Go read Spirit Crusade.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Go read it, please.
I like the story. What little story we have, I like it, and I want to learn more about it. So I think he's got the story department pretty much covered. I'm not a big fan of the name. I think the name needs work. I think the eyes are a little too much. That's just me personally. I think there's a little too much blue. So, and like someone said, I don't know if it was Benko or Snivy, I would like to have seen an attempt at physically drawing it instead of a screen cap, but maybe
Thanks,
that's all we can do. So since I'm not trying to let that hold me down, so I'm gonna go 7 on this one. I'm gonna go 7 just because I'm interested in the character.
Thank you, Wizzy, for your submission. Next
Whoa.
OC, we have Ash.
It looks like me.
That's a little like you. Your long lost brother, Ash, who's older than you.
I feel like I've seen that art style before.
We got a bulleted list here of some likes, some dislikes. He's not edgy, just tired. Ain't that a mood? Dislikes dogs, doesn't learn from his mistakes. Ooh,
Okay.
that's
We have a really flawed
that's
character.
surprisingly grounded for an OC.
I wish I knew what the cutie mark was.
Yeah, we
Doesn't
got no
have
cutie
one.
mark in this guy again.
Oh,
Blank,
three in a row. I don't know what the mark is.
I like how the age is 30. Most of the OCs you see are in teens or early 20s. Kind of ground. I don't know about y'all. I'm getting a little bit up there, so I like to see some of the older OCs just to.
He looks very young for an age of 30 in the drawing.
Younger than 30, I'd say definitely, yeah.
Yes.
I agree.
What is your secret? Apparently strawberries.
He's black because he's ashy. Because he's ashy. Is that what it is?
He's like a dark gray looking. Does kind of look like Knick Knack's cousin, who is
Blonde.
way less upbeat and way more tired.
Blonde. Way
Yeah,
more blonde.
Oh, he was the favorite child.
Oh.
He has red eyes.
He's
I can.
Why does he have a pointy ear?
like Spock.
I'm digging the red eyes. I can respect the pony with red eyes.
Angry.
I like that this person drew this OC. Looked like, you know, they were doodling during class. They decided to make an OC. It's on notebook paper, but you drew it by hand, so points for me.
This would be the type of drawing you would see on the school desk.
It's a doodle. So I will give this guy a 6.5.
You know, I love the hairstyle. Not biased. I like the name. The name fits. It seems like a bit of a downer character though. I wouldn't want to be around this guy for too long. Because he's always tired. And kids are annoying, so he would hate everyone.
Alright.
Yeah, it feels pretty average to me. I'm gonna go with 5 on him.
Much like that other one, the one before the last one, I like, for the record, I'm not judging this one mainly based off the art, because imagine if he made this when he was 13, I'd imagine his art may have improved a bit. So I'd imagine if you draw this like nowadays, it'd be quite good and better.
Yeah.
So I'd give this one a 6.5 as well.
Alright. Thank you, Ash.
So far, my grades aren't lining up with anybody's.
Right.
You don't need the ratings. Everything's made up and the points don't matter.
Okay.
Thank you, Ash, for your submission. Hope you get lots of strawberries. Next.
I
They're
really
cool.
like the mini little piano thing. I think that's pretty creative.
Yeah.
She would probably carry that everywhere. It would probably play something. I like that. I like that.
Yeah. I like it.
I
I feel like the main style could be better.
Oh, really?
I agree.
Yeah, I mean, I like the main, but I feel like there could be more hair in front of the horn.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll critique the cutie mark here. That's an 8th note. That's music. You could do something. I would maybe put the keyboard as your
Oh, you
cutie mark or something.
Underneath, yeah, or
Another kind of note, something else to symbolize music to besides
like
just
the
eighth
keyboard.
note, you know?
but like the keyboard and then the music coming out of it, the notes coming out.
or something like that. That's the improvement I would make.
Isn't there a thing in music, on like sheet music, that would symbolize like a pause or like a break?
That's just
Yeah.
the 8th rest or a quarter rest.
Why not have that be the cutie mark?
I get it.
But that represents the absence of the silence, doesn't it?
There you go.
Yeah.
Big
like
man with the big brain.
Just trying to think.
This consultation's free, by the way. You don't have to pay for this at all.
For this advice on OC creation. I really like the name. I think this is my favorite name that I've seen so far. Noise Nightfall. I like that.
Kind of got some irony because she can't speak.
Yeah, she's mute. But I like the keyboard unit. I think that's pretty creative. Yeah.
Give it a 6.8.
I'm a little disappointed in the main. I don't know the person's ability, but I think you could get really creative with the main. The cutie mark, like I said, I think you could do something better with the cutie mark. I like the name. I like the keyboard, and I like as I said, I think it's a very tragic sounding character. She speaks through the music. I think that's cool and unique. I'm
No
gonna
one may really understand.
and no one understands her. She's misunderstood. Will you give her the chance to enrich your world with sweet sounds?
I would.
I would.
I would too. I'm gonna give this one a 7.5, above the Wizard Sparks, because I like this one better than Wizard Sparks.
I am also going to give her a 7.5. I'm really digging this. I'm digging this. I'd imagine like she'd be like there for nice little comedic relief and such for if she was actually like in a show.
Oh!
On the show.
He's totally right. That's totally a
Yeah.
good. Like if she was in a group, something like someone made a bad joke, she could play like the wah wah wah.
You could do all sorts of stuff like that, and maybe like when someone's telling like a story, you could just hear like suspenseful, like a dramatic hit of a note like building up.
character.
Or when is tiptoeing across, she could do the.
I want to use this character for a story.
Well, you can.
Dang it!
Yeah. Well, I can make something similar.
Or you could ask them.
Maybe, yeah. Yeah.
Thank you, Noisy Nightfall, for your submission. We are moving on.
All right.
Aww.
We have a Gamer Beauty. Great art. This is Gamer Beauty, a down-to-earth gamer pony who has quite the following. It is claimed that she has a YouTube channel that has accumulated more than 500,000 subscribers. That's a bold claim.
This is Walker's more successful relative. Game controller and everything.
Another spoiled family member. We're finding a lot of our lost family in here.
Yeah, how about that?
Down to earth pony, I can respect those.
A bold claim with the 500. Well, it doesn't say that they have a channel. It is claimed that they have a channel. I don't really know what that means. Do they or do they not?
It's a legend. No one really knows if she has a YouTube channel.
Apparently, it's impossible to find out.
No one has ever had the fortune or misfortune, a different way to view it, of actually finding their channel.
Some say that her channel is the last thing you see before you die. So no one
So yeah, misfortune.
lives to tell the tale. Oh boy. I'm glad I can see the cutie mark! Yay!
It's
Yay!
What kind of controller is that?
It looks like a PlayStation. Why is there two D-pads? It looks like.
So the only thing I would really change would be you got a lot of colors in your hair. There's there's red, there's blue, there's green, and yellow. I'd stick with maybe two of those. The green's fine. Then maybe highlight it with the blue.
Personality, perhaps.
You know,
don't know that, but perhaps.
I'm gonna disagree with you, Banquo.
Okay, you are free to do so.
I think instead of green, Banquo, I think it would look cooler if it was the red.
Huh.
I think if it was the red. I like the red and blue. I think
The red and blue.
Yeah, I like it too.
I can dig it.
It's also very cute and adorable looking individuals with those eyes. Look at that.
Those
That's
eyes
cute.
are huge.
I like
Maybe
it.
the TikTok.
Now, I hate to say this, but I like the green with all the colors in it because it's a bold move to actually integrate.
Why do you hate to say that? That's awesome.
The bold move, Cotton.
Yeah, I like it.
I like it too.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about the name Gamer Beauty,
Right.
though. It's kind of weird.
I agree. I think Gamer Beauty.
True.
Maybe that's just the name of the channel because no one's ever met her.
Oh yeah, that could be right.
Yeah, I will say that this is artistically the most
Colorful.
one of the. Well, I mean, I wouldn't say it, I'm not one of the best, but it's great.
Yeah.
The artwork
It's
is
great.
really great.
And the use of colors.
I'll give Gamer Beauty a 7.6 out of 10.
Oh, it's 0.6. What a weird decimal.
Yeah.
How are you judging my decimals?
I think though, artistically, the reflections. This is nitpicking now. The reflections. That little one should be to the right side because if the light is shining from the left, on the left side, then it needs to correspond with the other eye.
All right, professional.
That's just me.
Professional.
Shouldn't those smaller ones be white as well?
Well, maybe we can say it's just a lesser.
Lesser.
But I would
Unless-
agree with Devils, I would also make them white.
Yeah.
But maybe that's just an artistic choice. And but the light coming from somewhere is not a choice. That is a must.
Has the jury reached a verdict?
Yeah, what was your score?
Okay, my score. I'm gonna give her the backstory. I didn't know we were gonna get into backstories. I thought we were just gonna judge just artistically what it looks like. But now that we're getting into backstories and stuff, this one not that interested in.
I don't even know what her content on her channel is because no one knows.
What does she do? Does she do like
Let's play.
let's plays, speed throughs? You know, fails? I don't know what she does. I guess maybe that could be kind of interesting. I'm gonna give her and the name down a little bit. I think the name could use a little bit. I'm gonna give her a 6. I think she's slightly above average.
I'm gonna give the score a 6.5 out of 10. Maybe if I knew like what her channel content was, maybe I'd bump that up to a 7. the name could use work, of course. I like the design of it, of the pony, very cute. It's cool, and yeah.
So if I had anything to say about it, I think an 8 because, right?
Oh!
Yeah. Because I think that's the prettiest looking one I've seen, especially with the colors that are chosen. That's what I'm saying.
Now, Dad, you know that maybe there could be a poorly drawn one, but just like Noisy Nightfall, it didn't visually look that great.
I got
But
that.
the story was really good.
I have a change then.
Oh!
I'll put mine up to 7.
Go.
I knew it!
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. Thank you, Gamer Beauty, for your submission. I hope you get sponsored by Raycon. Next. Okay, we have Jean, and are you ready for this backstory?
Oh.
My goodness, this is a tall tale.
Can I read it?
Oh yeah, feel free to read it.
Alright, so let's go.
What do we have to say about Jean? That's a novel, dude.
There was a lot of thought. I want to know what was the war between who? What ship?
Yeah.
Is this the future? What's the name of the ship?
Yeah.
Who's on the ship?
Is this Star
Is
Wars?
this for a specific genre? Like what?
Ivy is lost for words.
Hold on.
I understand this is about as much as
Boss.
Yep.
So does Jesus exist?
Yep.
In not just Jesus exist in general, but
Yeah.
does he exist in the
In
story?
a ship somewhere. He's driving the ship.
Jesus, take the wheel.
Snivy, what were you going to say?
I understand this story is about as much as I understand a person who pours milk before the cereal. This is not. I'm lost because at first you had me in the first half. I'm not gonna lie, but like no, you just started to deviate into something that we all don't understand, really. Because like, what are we talking about? Civil Wars, Starship? Like at first I was starting to think, are we talking about like some sort of war, like that one episode where it's like with Starlight Glimmer when she was changing the past, and then one of them was like there was a war.
I don't know what is happening either. It's some kind of complicated backstory with flying into space and wars and.
Like, if
Too much going on.
Too much going on. Like if I'd had to grade the story separately, I'd give it a 3.5. Chief. Sorry. But like in terms of the look of the pony, I like the pony. I don't like the tail though. The tail's a little too short. I like long tail.
Blocky. It's a little
You know,
blocky.
like she looks like too blocky. I like the mane though. I like it's something like I would like from a mare. But the outfit, yeah, it's pretty nice. Pretty nice. She cares a little about her look.
You like the choker? The choker on
yeah.
her, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. She has one. She has a bracelet similar on her left foreleg,
Right.
and what else? I like the art style, the design. The eyes are nice. Looks alone. If I had to give looks separately, 8.5. Story,
Good looking.
3.5. Total 4.8. That's being generous.
I give the look a 7. I give the backstory a question mark out of 10.
I would have liked to see her in a lab coat. That would have made more
Oh,
sense.
that would have been a really good choice. Yeah.
If you were paying attention, she's dressed like this because she's trying
I
to
made
end her
attention to that, but like if she made a variant of her in a lab coat, then it would make a bit more sense. Because God knows we need more sense of this. 'Cause we don't know anything about Civil War.
Ivy, we learned more about her sister than we did about her and her enjoyment of being a scientist.
Your point is,
Why would you expect a lab coat version when we need to know about Blitz?
well, we need to know about everything about him, just about. Like this was too long. We needed a short general synopsis, not.
I blame Bangle, not really. Just
Why is
kidding.
it my fault? This was what was
Alright.
submitted to me.
Visually, I think it's the best looking one that we've seen.
Yes.
Artistically, I like the color scheme. Color scheme's nice. I like the eye color. The whole science mumbo jumbo, I don't get. The story though, it's complex. You know, a lot of thought was put into it. But it's not hitting me in a spot where I want to, you know, read more. I'm gonna give this character a
Assess.
I'm hovering between a 6 and somewhere and around a 7. I'm gonna give her a 6.5.
Yeah. Okay. Well, if you're done, I see. When I first took a look at the character, I was excited because like this one looked pretty cool and the best looking one so far. Yes. And it actually reminded me so much of this character of my own that I drew like about a month ago. I can't share it because secrets, but like. And I don't want you judging it like this. No, but I don't care. But kind of. But like I was excited because it reminded me of. So I was thinking maybe it'd be similar to that. Like, no. I that's why I can appreciate the looks because it reminds me so much of this character of mine. But like, in terms of overall, sorry.
Thank you, Gene, for your submission.
This is a joke, right? This had to be a joke.
This is Johnniegiggles.
All right, next. We've seen enough. Next.
Okay, next.
Okay, that was a joke. Okay.
Here we have TheCatRuler. Their special talents are reading and talking to cats. It's kind of stupid, but oh well.
I mean, it's not the strangest thing to talk to animals in the MLP universe. Fluttershy does it, so.
Yeah. I wish you did not use General Zoe Pony Creator for your art, but it's, could use a little bit more in the backstory. The hair is interesting. Never really seen the beehive before on a horse.
Yeah, I was about to say.
It's original.
I've seen the. I've seen the. This look reminds me of because I've seen like a beehive with the glasses like that before. It's like a
librarians across the world.
Oh yeah,
or that. Yeah, true. Anyway, but yeah, maybe it'll come to me later on. But it was
a book with paws, a cutie mark, so working with animals, I guess.
Yes.
And got Harry Potter glasses. The highlights in the hair are kind of interesting. I think you can be more bold with that sort of color choice when you have like a white coat as sort of a blank canvas, so you can work that color, the teal and the red. Not the color scheme I would have gone with, but it's okay.
It brings out the color in their eyes.
I'll give her a 5.
Not that much I can say that deviates anything away from what Banco said, so around the same, a 5. Just a little simple old cat mare.
Yeah, I would like an actual name. Or
yeah.
Is there TheCatRuler? Unless she's like the queen of cats. I don't know.
The queen of cats.
I like the cutie mark. I think the hair is a little distracting because the white is just so plain. It just kind of it's the blue that's kind of not really doing it too well for me. But I'm gonna give her I'm gonna say she's about average. I'm gonna give her a 5.
All right, 5, 5, and 5. There you go, TheCatRuler. Thank you very much for your submission. Here we have NFS. Their backstory is I finally decided to make an OC after 4 years of being in the fandom, and it's not really inspired or anything. Well, we got blue. Blue's a nice solid color, unbiased, totally.
You look blue.
Yeah, we're both blue. Why are you in the mason?
It's like a giant containment.
Why are you in the mason jar? Why are you in the jar?
Well, let's talk about maybe you got a nice blue stripe in your hair.
I like that stripe.
It's a good stripe.
I like blue.
The green in your eyes is pretty decent. Nice to go with the blue.
Yes, most definitely.
Pegasus. Okay, it's a cute drawing.
Yes.
Nice art. I definitely would have picked another containment vessel to be in.
Anyway, but I like it. It's a cute little pony. Cute little.
I'll give him a 6.9.
Not much in terms of story. Banco did give you clear instructions to provide with some info about them, and you did not, unfortunately.
I also don't get the name.
Maybe it's a sport.
Okay, but anyway, I like the design. It's pretty nice. I don't get the name because there's nothing for the name. If there was a name, get more. But I like the mane. The gray's nice. It's a slightly wacky hairstyle. And he looks like, where am I? You know, that sort of look.
That's the reaction I would have as well. This is not a good situation.
Relatable. Hashtag relatable. Anyway, but if I had to, I'd give it a 4.9. Actually, 4.8. If you provided, maybe less, because if you had provided a name and actual thing like Banco said to provide, you probably get more. So at final, 4.5. There it is. That's.
Hey guys, actually real quick, I think the NFS is Need for Speed.
Maybe he's too fast.
But there's nothing.
Contain him in a jar.
But how does that have anything? If your name is Need for Speed, there's nothing in your backstory that says anything about Need for Speed.
Yeah, but there's no story. There's no story. And there's not enough for me to be interested to know what your story is. You need to have something. You gotta give us something.
I think the big question is he a big pony in a big jar, or is he a small pony in a normal jar?
See, that's what we don't know.
There's not a whole lot to say. I like the way he looks. I think it's a he. Actually, no, it's not specified if it's a girl or a boy.
You're right. I'm sorry for my swear.
I'm misgendered. I'm so sorry. Look at me. Cancel me.
There's no holes in the jar, so he or she can't breathe.
They're dead.
No.
And still don't know what NFS means. But I think the colors are cool. I'm gonna give him just the same, an average. He's a 5 for me.
Okay. Right. Next.
Thank you, NFS, for your submission. We're moving on. We have SpaceOddPony. Likes music, games, and stellar objects. Is a astronomer and has special skill for ice magic. Also horse famous. Thank you for your submission, Space. So. The
cool.
motif of space with this guy. So black backdrop.
If it had stars, then I'd believe that, but you know.
Yeah.
But I dig the astronomy part. Astronomy is my favorite part of science, honestly.
Too much blue.
A lot of blue.
The ocean's blue. The sky's blue.
There's
too much blue.
There's not too much blue.
Too much blue.
It's not too much.
And Space Odyssey is where they got the name.
SpaceOddPony. I like now that you pointed that out. I like that.
Yeah.
So I didn't know.
Looks like all 3 facets, the music, the games, and the stellar objects are on the cutie mark there. Controller, a music note, and a black hole.
Nobody sees it.
Is that? Oh, I didn't see the controller.
Yeah.
I see the music note. I saw the music note, but I didn't see the controller. Like, I thought that was part of the black hole.
Wish you would have given us a little bit more backstory, Spacey, but
yeah,
decent OC. Yeah, there is a little bit too much blue, I would say. I would love to dial it up with a little bit of different colors, maybe in the hair. Maybe throw some purple in there. No, don't throw purple in there. That's a stupid idea. Don't put purple in your hair.
Anyway, I personally don't feel it's too much blue. You do you, guy. I like.
All right.
Spacey,
I'm gonna give you a 6 point. Nope. I'm gonna give you a 7.
I'm gonna give you a 5 because needs a little more towards a description. So yeah, I like the blue though. So yeah.
I wonder, is Space an average pony that no one understands? And he has some fairly odd ponies at his side?
Why do you? I get it.
Unlike my peers, I don't like all of its one color. Anyway, yeah, I don't like the all blue. I like the 5 o'clock shadow he's got. The beard.
Yeah.
I still like the comb over.
I'm gonna give him a 5.5 just for the fact that he gave me a beard, and I like the ice magic detail. I'm not a big fan of the name though.
Thank you, Spacey, for your submission. Next, Cosmic Light.
I like it.
I dig it. I like it.
Simple. I think the design's pretty good.
The name's cool.
Yeah, I like that. Cosmic Light and the cutie mark. Yeah.
What do you think?
Just a solid backstory, solid design. Personally, I'm not a big Fetlock guy, but I won't hold it against anyone or anything.
I like it too.
What do you think? Nick, what do you think?
I like him. Yeah.
And he also likes the wildlife, settle down in a protects the local wildlife, settle down in the Everfree. I can see like this. I can see this being written as a story. Stallion just likes to take bounties to protect the folks from monsters and make money for his family. And then by the end, he settles down in the Everfree and protects the local wildlife. And then in a season 2, is like, we need your services again. It's like, you need to come out of retirement to save.
As soon as I get out, you drag me back in.
Yes, they keep reeling me back in. So I can definitely see this in a story. I give this an A potential on my own chart. I like this guy battling monsters. I like that. I give that. I'll give it a 8.3 to 5, somewhere between there. I like it.
I'm gonna give this guy an 8.
And while I do like his look, I like the colors work really well. I like his name. I think his story's cool. I think it would be cool if he was maybe wearing some gear to show that he's a bit of an adventurer or a hunter, something like that.
Like some sort of vest or something.
Yeah.
And maybe a satchel, like like saddlebags and such. He has equipment.
But I'm gonna give him a solid 7.
Nice.
Nice. Thank you, Cosmic Light, for your submission.
That's not a pony.
That's not a pony, but yeah, that's all I get. It's not a pony. But Tian Strike Lu is a
Oh, Tiano, I got you.
so some them's fighting herds species.
I don't know. Well, I mean, it looks like it would be in them's fighting herds.
It's an original species. So that
Yeah, I can respect that. I have ideas for such too, so I can respect original species. I just wasn't expecting like at least one original species during this, but that's not taking off any points or anything. It was just unexpected is all. Dragon, lion, horse from Chinese. I don't know how I feel about that.
maybe Chinese mythology is what they were trying to say.
Yeah, maybe if it was that, then it would make more sense.
I would like to see a little bit more volume or distinction with the hair. It's just like red hair.
Maybe some outlines.
Yeah, maybe an outline, maybe an inner color would be
What is that on the neck? What do you think that is?
dragon scales, since it's
Maybe,
dragon,
I don't
of course.
The line on the neck. I thought it was like the little dangle thing from a turkey. People to shorten the name, I'd say call him. Yeah, it's a him. Tian Lu, former ambassador. Did he quit? Did he get exiled?
No.
Did he retire? I definitely, if I may put one thing, I definitely could potentially see this as a mythical creature showing up in the world of MLP. So potential chart C.
See, I don't want to say that I'm not in line with you guys, but I think it's a creature I've never seen before. And I think that's pretty cool and unique.
Mhm.
I think he looks pretty decent.
Yeah.
Colors look pretty good. I want to know more about where he's from. I think it would be cool.
Yeah.
What's how
I
it
will
is.
give Tian Lu a
It's like a
6.
I also give it a 6.
I'm gonna give him a 6.5.
6.5. All right.
All right.
Thank you, Tian Strike Lu, for your submission. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a deer. And also a fairly fleshed out backstory, looks like. Northlight Peura.
Northlight Peura. Well, from the head down, like from about the neck and down, it reminds me of Velvet from them Sledding Herds.
Oh, they reference Velvet from them.
They do?
In the lore, looks like. So
Interesting. I called that before I even noticed.
Yeah.
If that's the case. All right. So maybe this is in relation. So let's read. Okay.
Why does every OC want to go to war?
Yeah. Right. Like.
I don't know what's on his head.
I think it's
It
a
looks
hat.
like one of those like military hats when you.
It looks like a VR headset.
It actually does if you look at it from an angle. Yeah.
But I can't give him too much flack because I mean a long time ago when Fighting Herds was coming out, I made something very similar.
So yeah,
So
I made one too.
I am just as guilty.
So yeah.
But unfortunately, there's not a whole lot of room to be creative with the deer. They don't have cutie marks. You know, the colors I don't think get very
It's just like a deer.
audacious.
Yeah.
I think the eye color's a little bit meh.
What is it like
It's like seawater.
seawater? Yeah.
Yeah.
Seawater blue.
I think that the hair. They need to do a
hair.
little better with the hair.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the hair is
I
not
like
really
bird's
doing it
nest.
for me. Bird's nest.
You know.
What he said.
So I mean, otherwise it looks like a deer. You know, it does a good job of portraying that it is a deer.
No.
I mean, if he's supposed to be a war veteran, I think that should show in the character a little bit. I'd like to see like an outfit,
Maybe like some scars, maybe.
some battle wounds,
Metal.
something.
I will say that something that we got with Jean that we're not getting with Northlight, both similar backstories with the war thing. We got a little bit more into who Jean like kind of was and what they thought. Northlight, we just know what they did.
Yeah. We don't know much about them.
I put a little bit more into what the character is as these are all the things they did. How do they feel about it? You know, what are they thinking? What is their motivations? Their other than I am military, so I must fight for my country. Which, granted, that's it. That can be a thing, but I would think that there'd be more to it than that. Maybe.
I agree with that.
Yeah. Yep.
I'll give Northlight a 5.
I will also give Northlight a 5. Yes.
We're batting like 400 together. We're getting the same ratings for a lot of these.
We're batting. Well, probably what you meant to say was we're batting for home runs, but all we're getting are punts or bunts is what it's called. That's the punts.
I don't know
Whatever.
sports ball, man.
You should probably go back to hoofball or whatever it is. You.
Oh my goodness.
Whatever
I
it
wonder
is.
what that's from.
I wonder. Go check out the Crusader Safe Horsewoman.
Subtle plug.
Sort of plug.
Nick?
Like you
What
did
does
for mine.
ALB stand for?
AOB? ALB?
Yeah.
I think it's a them's fighting herds lore thing.
Probably. I wouldn't. If it was fighting hers, then they would have said phone them.
I'm gonna give him a 5.
Hey.
Hey,
0.1.
Unanimous.
Oh.
Okay. Well, I was about to say unanimous, but
Okay.
Nick didn't. Okay.
Had to be the different.
That's how I feel.
That's how I feel inside. Thank you, Northlight, for your submission. Next, OC. Red Arrow.
No.
Why the Cartoon Network logo?
Yeah, that's really bugging me, dude.
Like it's just so not right.
Cartoon Network is bad, dude. Don't put that on your OC.
We should have put the Hub or whatever or Hasbro.
If it's just a black armband, that'd be fine. I think the hair is interesting. It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Color scheme's not too bad. The red is.
Why does the top part of the hair remind me of Flash Sentry in the Crusher Girl? it does. Yeah, right? Like it does. I like that. And anyway, you were saying, did you mention the cutie mark? Because I can't tell what that is.
I don't know.
It reminds me, like the bottom half reminds me of scissors or shears, but at least it's there somewhat. But there you go.
He's got some chest fluff.
Yeah, chest fluff. I never really see chest fluff for these types of how they're drawn in this. I like that. I like chest fluff.
Actually, I like it. I don't like the CN. The hair's very cool. I do like the style. Yeah, as far as that tat, I don't know what that is.
So yeah.
Otherwise, the red arrow. Where's the red?
He's red.
Oh, it looks
Red
more
arrow.
like it's like a brown.
Like it looks like a brick.
Yeah.
I like that shade of red. It's not too abrasive to the eyes.
Anyway, should we give our final scores now?
Red arrow, I will give you a 6.4.
Well, his hair just reminds me of Shining Armor's hair. Just the color.
Yeah, it does actually.
Still, the Cartoon Network thing. It's really distracting me.
Yeah.
Could have at least put Nickelodeon. I'm gonna give this fella a 5.
I'm gonna give him a 6.6 and bump. I like the idea of like, you know, when he's angry when people hurt his baby sister, you know, being kind to his family and such and so. Family is a good thing to have.
Thank you, Red Arrow, for your submission. Next OC, Winged Ross, or Winged Ross. So this takes place apparently before any of the main 6 in the early years of Celsastia's reign.
I like the concept. You had me in the first half, not gonna lie, but then you threw me off with the words, the naughty words.
Yeah, I mean, it's a family show, right?
Yeah, like you know, but I do want to say, I do want to say one thing, like
I like the bells.
That's a pretty unique accessory.
I like the bells. Like, she's terrible at stealth if she wants to be a royal guard, but you know, I don't. That doesn't matter. She can push past. She can persevere. I believe in it. I like the cutie mark. You know what it is. The mane I like. It's nice. I like very big poofy manes like that.
Yeah.
Long tail. I like the green. Just to throw a little difference in like the color scheme. I like that.
It's a very unique color scheme. I think it stands out. It's very unique design.
I like that.
It's a nice,
Yeah.
Some good backstory. It's a little bit Batman and Robin, isn't it? Robin's the circus performer, acrobatics guild, crime fighter, but that's all right. There's still, I can see that you can expand a lot on the backstory from here.
You gotta be agile and quick to deal with the baddies.
Going off the design, yeah, it's a good design.
Yes.
I like it a lot.
It's a Pegasus too, so yeah.
Yeah, I was digging it up until it got to the part about the Royal Guard being a bit shady.
Yeah.
But I like her design. I like the whole crime fighter aspect to it.
Yes.
Colors are very pleasing. I don't know what a Ross is. I don't know if it's an actual thing related to bow archery or something. But I'm interested in the character, so I'm gonna give her a 7.
Yay. I think it's a little weird to have a Pegasi with the name Winged. That's like one of us having a name Footed.
Or Hoofed.
Or Hoofed. Redundant, isn't it? I don't know.
But overall, I give this 7.2. 7.5. 7.5 final.
Yeah, I'll go. I'll second that. 7.5. Thank you, Winged Ross, for your submission. Thank you all for watching. I hope this has been uplifting or enlightening, or maybe you think it's a load of doo-doo. That's okay. You're entitled to your opinion, just as we are entitled to ours. Thank you to all who submitted your OCs. It was a lot of fun getting to look at your creative designs and the stories you came up with. I certainly feel a little bit more creative after seeing all of them. I'd like to thank my judges, Knick Knack and SnivyG.Absol, for joining me. Gentlemen, any closing thoughts?
Can I say something real quick before you guys
Yes,
do?
sir. Papa Nick.
Yes.
Well, I just wanted to thank you for inviting me to sit in on it, and it was interesting and it's very cool. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you for joining us, Papa Nick.
Yeah, always a pleasure.
I also thank you very much. This was a lot of fun. It was very interesting to see what other folks' minds conjure up. Some very interesting ones, and some other ones that could use a little bit more work. But it's nothing personal, you know? I mean, I'm sure we've all learned a little something about artistry. Or maybe you learned nothing from me at all, and that's perfectly fine. Yeah, so that's all. Banquo, thank you very much.
For my closing statement, I also, again, would like to thank you for having me here. This was also a ton of fun. It was interesting to see the worst of others, and we had some pretty good ones. And for those of you who got pretty the short end of the stick on the low end of the score, don't feel too bad. Like Knick Knack said, it's not too personal. Maybe, you know, try to find things to improve upon in your drawings, your story for your characters, and more details about them to make them, you know, as perfect to your standards. Maybe some others. That's just about it. So but don't be discouraged as well. Keep drawing. We had some amazing artwork here today. Yeah, and that's just about it.
Feel free to take these or leave them, up to you. Anyway, please follow and subscribe to my friends. There are links in the description of this video, of course, so please go check them out. So this marks the end of the critique of your OCs, but feel free to stick around. The roast is right after this, and I don't know what it's gonna. Yeah, I don't know what it's gonna be yet, but I'm sure it's gonna be crazy. Hey, Editor Banquo here. So this segment ended up being over an hour long. So instead of doing the roast right now, I decided to make it into a separate video. I would not want to subject you to yet another non-stop hour of my annoying voice. So yeah, this will be the end of the first segment. With that being said, cue the outro.